the ground congealed into dark clumps that looked like tar. Age, name, gang affiliation, anything? She asked. Nothing confirmed yet, but what? A lot of activity around here lately. I can see that, she said. What's going on? There's been complaints, calls, kids hanging out too late, fights. Lauren looked back to the girl on the ground. Her unseeing eyes looked up towards something Lauren could not see. Witnesses? Across the street, behind you, guy in the Bears jersey. Says his kid was looking out the window when it happened. The air smelled of gun smoke and iron, and something else she could not place. Lauren's eyes stopped at the girl's hands. The concrete beneath her glimmered, silver and gold. That look like paint to you? Guerrero stepped forward, pulled out a small flashlight, and aimed the light. Lauren stood up and backed away, taking in the position of the body. A single orange and yellow leaf floated from above and came to rest on the sheet. That's spray paint. It's fresh. She took another step back, and now she saw the colored markings that stretched beyond the position of the girl. They're tagging the sidewalk now? Officer Guerrero shrugged. Billboards and garage doors aren't enough for them, I guess. Lauren said. That her backpack? Check it for spray cans. Lauren said. Ask her friends if they were out here tagging. Lauren could easily see if these kids had been out here marking this park, it could have upset another gang or neighborhood crew. What are witnesses saying? She asked Guerrero. Just that a group of kids was on the swings tonight when shots rang out. They ran. They were hit. She raised her coffee cup to her lips, her 6th cup that day. She took in the crowd. More people had gathered outside of the police barrier. The man in faded blue sweatpants and a Bears jersey stood beside who looked like his son, a boy younger than him, taller than him, wearing a white t-shirt, basketball shorts, socks, and black sandals. He was skinny, all arms and thin legs. That our witness? She motioned in their direction with her cup. Guerrero nodded. Lauren, he hesitated. You should probably wait for Washington. Why? People, they're upset. They should be, she said, and then moved towards the crowd. Someone immediately recognized her and began screaming, Killer! But they were quickly approached by several other officers on the scene. Lauren ducked under the police tape and approached the witnesses. Before she could ask anything, the man stared her down. Folks out here aren't real happy with you right now. A cop who's a little too loose with the trigger. You should have been fired. Lauren pulled down the collar of her shirt, exposing a pink-white scar that ran from her left collarbone toward her shoulder. Though she did not need to say anything, her words had been quoted in the local and national news for months. She told him exactly what she told everyone else. I feared for my life. The suspect lunged at me with a knife. I engaged my weapon as I had been trained. The man took a deep breath and motioned towards the boy. I want him to see what happens out here, he said. Did you see any of them? She addressed both. The young man shook his head no first. I walk my son to and from school every day. If he's not at school, he's in the house. Lauren removed a small black notebook and pencil from her bag. Were any of them in school with you? The boy shook his head. I couldn't tell who it was. It was getting dark. Lauren looked out the corner of her eye. There were people on either side of her now. The crowd was growing. Officers Guerrero and Rutkowski stood at either end of the perimeter. In the distance, the rising and fading wail of emergency vehicles approached, the city's morning song. 2 more police cruisers appeared. Did you want to give me your name? The boy looked to his father. Johnny Sharkey. My son's Johnny as well. Junior. He pointed at the swings. They were out there, swinging. I saw them when I looked out the window. Why do you look out the window? It was getting late. I heard a bunch of kids outside. I looked to see if there was any trouble. I saw them just hanging out and told Junior I was going to bed. Where were you? Lauren asked Junior. Living room. I was doing homework. I heard the shots, waited a few minutes, and then looked outside. Did you hear anything before the gunfire? She asked. Shouting, people fighting. He shook his head. They were just laughing.